my dear students. Let's welcome you all to our channel Mind Mapping. Let's recall. Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to our channel Mind Mapping. In our last session, let's recall, we discussed the usage of definite article the. The context was ordinals. Before ordinal or ordinal number, we use the article the. Some people say the, but the pronunciation is the. Okay. Today we have taken the second context, that is superlatives. So what superlatives? Let's discuss. For your understanding, we have taken some examples. So what happened once I visited a grocery shop to buy good quality of rice. Okay. I visited the shop and the seller displayed and explained the varieties of rice displayed there. The seller explained that this variety C is good. So the degree is 50% good. And he showed me the second variety, that is 70% good, and he compared between the two items, two rice, or two qualities, and the B is greater than C. So he told, so B, this rice is better than this one. So he made a comparison between two. Okay, I could get some idea. But he told, sir, you take, it is the best one, the best one. He used the best one, and it is around 90% good. And the rates are different. The rate increases from good to best. So these are the qualities of rice. So this is the quality is called adjective of the noun, and it increases in form of a degrees. That is called positive degree. This is called comparative degree, and this is called superlative degree. And this is super, the best. And the first one, the quality exists in some amount, that is around 40 to 50%. Of course, it is good, mean it possesses the quality, good quality. So this quality is good. Means this quality is present in this item or in this object in this rice. And the second, it is greater. The quality is greater than. Now, when we compare, we take two items or two between two items or two now. You see the two qualities. So this is good and this is better. Between two things we compare, and we can compare a set of things also. Our team is better than your team. So our class is better than your class. So that is a set of things that we can take. But comparison is between two things. When we compare the adjectives, we compare the two adjectives. So we take two. And you see the third one, the last one, the super quality. It is the best of all these three, of all these lies. So I got an idea that why did he use the here? So this is superlative, means absolute. Usually we call it a 3-point scale, and this scale is used by your teachers to categorize your students in your class. Oh, this group is good according to their performance, and their range is around 40 to 50% marks they score. And the second group B is better than the first group, and their performance is around 60 to 70%. And the third group, the best group, their performance is about 90 to 95%. So a 3-point scale is used by teacher in school to rate your behavior, to rate your performance, to rate your examination marks. So when we compare between two, that is your comparative, and when we compare the three or more than two or a set of objects, more than two or a set of things or set of the objects, we call it superlative. This is super, and this is the absolute point. So this is a rank order scale, a 3-point scale. Okay. So to make my concept clear, I visited the a school. I visited a school to know the performance of some students. I asked the Soumya's marks in mathematics. I came to know I got that he has scored 60%, and the teacher calls his performance good. And when I compared, then what about Sion? The Sion has done better than that Soumya. You see, when we compare two students or marks of two students, so this is comparative. This is better. Means Sion is better than Soumya according to the performance or in terms of the achievement or in terms of the marks. So here mark or mark the performance. Here the performance is displayed adjective. The performance is categorized on a 3-point scale. And the size performance is the best of all. The teacher told size the best. So in terms of the marks, size is the best. So in superlative, he used the. So I got actually two clues here. Before superlative, they use the article, definite article, the. So remember one thing, the quality exists in some amount in positive form of the adjective. Means the quality is not zero to some extent. But when there is a comparison between two, we say so B is better than C. Or a set of things we compare. So this group or this section is better than that section in terms of their performance. And this is the best section in terms of the performance, best section of all. Or best section, and this is he is the best boy in the class in terms of his performance. Okay. Then I visited a fruit vendor. Okay. A fruit vendor to buy some apple, and I wanted to know, and I wanted to buy a good quality of apple. And the vendor, the seller, explained me well that you see, sir, look at this one. This variety is sweet. This kind of apple or this variety is taste sweet. This variety tastes sweet. This variety is sweet. Means sweetness the quality present in this variety. So here quality is sweetness. Okay. So here he showed the second variety and he explained that this variety is sweeter, means the increase of sweetness. Okay, increase of sweetness. So this variety is sweeter than C. So it is sweeter. And A, another variety, he showed me, it has been displayed, and it is the sweetest. It is the sweetest of all these. And when he compared two varieties, variety C and variety B, he told the variety B is sweeter than C. So sweetness present in different degrees. So here degree is around 40-50%. Here degree of sweetness is around 70-80%, and here more than 90%. So that's why it is called comparison is called the comparison of adjectives. We call it positive degree, and comparative we call it comparative degree, and we call it superlative. Before superlative, and the vendor and the fruit vendor, he told me this variety is the sweetest of all these, of all three varieties. The sweetest. He also used the article the. In three situations, my observation, I observed the article the is used before the absolute point, that is superlative, on a 3-point scale. So to clarify my concept and to get some better idea, then I visited a bookstore. I visited a bookstore. He knows about grammatical rules. He knows well about grammar. And my purpose was to buy some copy books. Okay. So I wanted to buy the longest. Then he explained. So you look at this one is long, available with me. This copy is long, and the copy B, this variety you see, you compare, it is longer, and you see this one, these copies you see are the longest. These copies are the longest. Okay. So here the copy book, the qualities, here is the noun, but quality is the length. Okay. So we compare between B and C. So B is longer between two. When there is a comparison between two, so we use B is longer than C. Than is used when there is a comparison between two. And when the comparison among three items or three varieties, and we use the for the superlative, and it is the longest one. It is the longest copy book, or these are the longest textbooks. Sorry, copy books. Okay. So I got my idea clear. I got my concept clear from a bookstore. Then I visited a nearby school and a family. You see, I wanted to know about the comparison between age. You see, now C is a student, is old, but B is actually older than C. So when we compare two students according to the age or in terms of the age, the in that's equal oldness, so he is older than B is older than C. Here, Soumya is older than Sai. Sai is a student. If they are same age, the teacher told Sai is as old as Soumya. Means the same age. No comparison, same age. But when the B is greater, the degree is greater, the oldness is greater. So the comparison between Sai and Soumya is older than Sai. And you see, Sion is the oldest of all. Is the oldest of all. If we take comparison of a class, is the oldest of all in the class. And you see, older and oldest, this comparison is used in case of human beings, animals, and things. We can say Kolkata is the oldest town in India. We can use. But remember, here the difference we have marked here, old, elder, and eldest. That is the comparison of age, and it is strictly restricted, it is confined to the family members of same family. So, he is my elder son, or we cannot say Sion is elder than Sai. Never use than in case of elder. And the old, elder, and eldest, this comparison is used exclusively for the family members of the same family. He is my eldest son, not he is the eldest son. And we can say the eldest of three sons. We can say in that way. The eldest of three sons. But Sion is elder than Sai. That is wrong. But Sion is my elder brother. Tom is my eldest brother, we can say. My eldest son waits next week, we can say. Not the eldest. Okay. So, old, elder, and eldest is exclusively used for human beings of the same family. But when we compare their age, Hari is older than Joshua. But here Om is the oldest in the class. That we can compare. And this rule, this comparison, you please remember, and never use than just after elder. So than should not follow elder in case of comparison of family members. So you come to the next one. That is actually that adjective we have taken, intelligent. Okay. So so quality is intelligence. So the degree of intelligence is increasing. Now the teacher explained, Sion is intelligent considering his level of intelligence. Okay. Sion is intelligent. Intelligent means the intelligence is not zero, it exists to some extent. So that is called positive degree. But here, Soumya is more intelligent. Is more intelligent than here the comparison. Soumya or B is more intelligent than C. The comparison between two. Okay. Now, and Sai is the most intelligent. So A is the most intelligent. Now you see good, better, best. And he is sweet, sweeter, sweetest. Long, longer, longest. Old, older, oldest. Old, elder, eldest. So this form, some deviation we find, and this form, with deviation we find. This form, with deviation we find. And here you see, these are called monosyllabic adjectives. Monosyllabic. Okay. So, in case of monosyllabic, sweet, that is monosyllabic unit, and that is pronounced as a word. But you see here, it is polysyllabic, intelligent, intelli and gent. In case of polysyllabic, polysyllabic adjective, we compare the increasing adjective actually into increasing quality using the adverb that is more and most. In this case, she is more beautiful and she is the most beautiful. Difficult. This problem is more difficult than that, and it is the most difficult problem. Pleasant. This is pleasant, or this is more pleasant, and this is the most pleasant situation. So these are some examples. Okay, but actually, why I put cross mark here? So good, better, best. You see, the positive degree and comparative degree and superlative degree. So better and best are not formed from the adjective put here. So the two actually comparative and superlatives are not derived from the word good. So this is called irregular comparison that we have explained here. Now you see sweet, sweeter, sweetest. Okay. So this is monosyllabic adjective or monosyllabic word. It forms a unit. Okay. So we can compare using ER or EST. Okay. The old, older, oldest, long, longer, longest. But in case of polysyllabic, you see difficult, intelligent, pleasant, pleasant. So we find actually two units, combination of two units. Then we use more and more. Now come to another example for your understanding we have displayed here. That is called negative irregular comparison. So these are called regular comparisons from positive, actually degree of adjective or the quality of adjective, the degree of adjective increases to the optimum point or the absolute point. Where the absolute point that is called superlative. So that's why they use article the before the superlative. Now come to this bad, worse, and worst. So worse and worst. So this is also called positive, but in negative direction. Means the quality is in decreasing order. When the good quality is 50%, here bad is here 30%. Now worse is 20%. Now worst is that is 10%. That quality is decreasing. The same example that actually the grocer or the seller explained me. Sir, you see, this variety is below average, is not so good. We may call it bad. It's a bad quality, but manageable. But rate is less, and the goodness is around 30%. And you see, this variety is worse, means actually the quality is less, that is around 20%. This is not good, and actually we can call the poor quality. And this is the another actually variety actually he displayed that is not eatable, and that has been partly spoiled. So we call it worst or very poor. So this is another 3-point rating scale in a negative direction. You see in decreasing order. Mean the adjective, the degree of the adjective decreases. Here quality is goodness, that is decreases from bad to worst. What you see, worst and worst are not found, are not derived from the word bad. Similarly, you see another example we have presented here. So he explained, the fruit vendor he explained. Now you see this variety is little sweet, and this apple, this variety tastes little sweet. So the degree is you see is 20%, and when this variety is better than or B is better than C. Now see, E is less in quality than B, or D is better than E. So E is less than. So we compare. This is little sweet, and this variety is less sweet. It has less sweet, and the lowest one he explained. You take this sample, and this has the least sweet, the least sweet variety. Now he compared the three varieties. You see, good, sorry, sweet, sweeter, sweetest. So in terms of sweetness, the degree increases. So in terms of sweetness, that is the quality here decreases. This is called decreasing order. So but here we can say it's positive because it is not absolutely zero. But actually the sweetness, the quality is not absolutely zero, but present to some extent as compared to the good, it is less. So in comparison to, so last point is actually 5 to 10%. That is called actually decreasing order of comparison. That is positive, and decreasing order positive, that is comparative. And if we compare E and D, E is less sweet than, and F is the less sweet, the least sweet, the least sweet. So now you have understood. Actually, I also understood that before superlatives, people use the article, definite article, the, because to this is the definite one who is has more degree of adjective. So you look at two tables and look at the bottom first. When there is no comparison, when there is no comparison, we can use most. That is many, more, and most. And these are the actually adverbs we can use. He is most unfortunate. So here don't use article the. He is the most unfortunate. No, he is most unfortunate. Here means no comparison between two or between three or a set of things. And this is the most extra exciting moment in the cricket match. And it was a most eloquent speech. So no comparison. In case of no comparison, article the is not used. So you please remember this. This is an exception. But you see, regular comparison, tall, taller, tallest. We say this is monosyllabic. So we use ER, monosyllabic tall, followed by the vowel. And the after tall, it forms a unit. It's called monosyllabic unit. These are all monosyllabic thin, but here difficult, you see, two units, diffi and called thin. That is actually pronounced in a unit. That is called monosyllabic. Okay, heavy. It is pronounced as a unit, but difficult. You see, two separate units. That is called monosyllabic. Sorry, polysyllabic. Polysyllabic adjective, and for polysyllabic adjective, we find no form er or est. But what we add, what we use more and most to compare, into indicate, to show the increasing quality in terms of using, that is adverb more and most. So these are called regular comparisons. But you see irregular comparisons, we have taken some examples. Good or well, better and best. You see, better and best are not derived from this adjective good or well. Little, less and least. Many, more and most. Old, elder and eldest. Bad, worse and worst. So you see, the comparative degree and the superlative degrees of the adjectives have not been derived from their positives. So that's why these are called irregular comparison. Okay. So please remember one thing. So we compare the adjectives in terms of their increasing or decreasing degrees. So that is called positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. And for positive degree, that is no use of article the. The existence of the quality, the mere existence of the quality may be in less form or less quantity. Okay. But comparative, we compare two or a set of things or set of objects. But superlative, we compare more than two or set of objects or set of things. Okay. And when we use the superlative, don't forget to use the article the. Okay. Hope you have understood the topic that we presented here. The very simple thing, our conclusion is article the is used before superlatives. Where there is a comparison, where there is no comparison, though we use superlatives, article the are not used in these cases. Okay, thank you for watching, and in our next video, we shall present the context number 3. Okay, hope you have understood the basic concept of superlatives and usage of the article the. Don't make any mistake, and please stay tuned to watch our next video. Thank you all for watching. If you like, you may subscribe to our channel. Our handle is @MNMP2024. Thank you for